What is this? First trending in the AM. Then a Phillies special. And now a Sixers watch party, a.k.a. trending in the PM. Hey, we're live for the next couple hours. Sit back and let's get started. And a very good evening, everybody, and welcome to Trending in the PM / Sixers Watch Party right here on the STT Sports Network. I am Phil Stiefel, your host, for the next 2-ish hours as the Sixers get underway down in Orlando, Florida, against the Orlando Magic here in just about 5 to 10 minutes. So we're going to watch the game. We're going to have fun. We're going to talk Sixers and this fun, exciting Sixers team that we've seen starting to grow together over the last few weeks, month of the season. Sixers sitting fifth in the NBA Eastern Conference at 20-15. The Orlando Magic 21-17. We are a 3.5-point favorite in this game, and we've got our full complement of players. But before we get started, hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel, please. Whether you're watching this now or on replay, I would greatly appreciate any and all clicks. Sixers are a fun basketball team again. Who would have known that all it would take is staying healthy for the Philadelphia 76ers to be good, to look like a basketball team, to play like a basketball team? Guys, make sure you put a vote on the poll question today. Will Joel Embiid top 30 points tonight against the Orlando Magic, who are short Franz Wagner and Jalen Suggs? Will he top it? I don't even know if it matters if he tops 30 points, because it really does not. First, guys, like, share, subscribe. Do that stuff. Adam, are you a Magic fan secretly? What's up with the Let's Go Magic? I don't know what that is. What's up, Josh Allen? Yes. Put in the work today. And tell a friend. Tell 2 friends. Tell 3 friends. It's a Saturday night. Grab your drinks. Grab your snacks. Let's enjoy VJ Edgecombe. We got the full complement of starters. Again, I think this is the 7th game in a row that Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey have all played in. You got the 3 of them. You got Barlow, and you got Edgecombe starting. Kelly Oubre is available, as is Trenton Watford. The entire Sixers roster is available tonight. Magic are a good team. Oh, good for you. I kind of need one. I just don't have time for that. The entire team is ready to go. Adam, you are a closet Orlando Magic fan. I had no clue. I thought you bled Philly sports straight through, and that was it. You know, it's kind of annoying. I was in Orlando all of last week. Why couldn't the Sixers have played in Orlando last week, and we could have gone to a game in Orlando? But here we are, playing the Magic here tonight. And I'm excited to talk and watch this team tonight with you guys for as long as I feel like staying awake, as long as I can stay awake. Sixers are fun again. And I think that's a big thing right now. We're gonna whoop up on the 49ers. But that's Sunday. Tonight it's Sixers. Tonight Sixers. Sunday is Eagles. And earlier today was Phillies because of Bo Bichette. But anyway, this Sixers team is fun to watch play ball again. VJ Edgecombe, one of the most mature rookies I have seen in ages. Joel Embiid, slowly but starting to think like he's playing healthy again, starting to move those feet well. Paul George, playing good basketball. Tyrese Maxey, dare I say MVP candidate. Both Embiid and Maxey get 30. I mean, we don't even need it, honestly. We just need one of them to score 30, right? Anthony Black, Desmond Bane. I like Desmond Bane. Noah Penda, Paolo Banchero, and Wendell Carter are your starters for the Orlando Magic. Obviously, like I said, Maxey, Edgecombe, PG3, Dominic Barlow, and Joel. That's your starting 5 for the Sixers. Do we like Barlow still starting? Should Kelly Oubre eventually slide back in? I kind of like the idea of Kelly Oubre coming off the bench as your juice off the bench. Mitchie Poo does a watch party all the time for the Sixers. So Mitchie Poo is my direct competition tonight. It's okay if you support him too. I get it. Mitchie Poo's a good dude. But, got to try to compete with him for the hardest working podcaster in the game. Paul George on Wednesday night against the Wizards, 23 points, 2 steals, 1 block, 4-8 from deep. Should be fun tonight. The Magic are a good team. They're banged up with a couple of their top guys missing, but they're still talented. Sixers are in the 5 seat. The Magic are in the 6 seat. They played 3 more games than us. Can't really gain any ground in the standings, but we could lose some ground. But whatever. I mean, at 35 games, we're already almost at the halfway point. February 5th is the trade deadline, which is less than a month away. This NBA season, because of the Eagles and things going on in life, is really, really, really flying by this year. Like, legitly flying by this NBA season. And it's kind of crazy. You support everybody, and that's why we all love you, Adam. That's why we got mad love for you. NBA season is almost at the halfway point. The question on the thing right now is a top 4 seat a realistic possibility for the Sixers? If Joel Embiid and Paul George continue to play and Tyrese Maxey doesn't get hurt, this Sixers team is absolutely capable of getting a 4 seat, maybe even a 3 seat. Will I set the expectations there? Absolutely not. Will I get upset if they don't? Absolutely not. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep cheering them on. I'm going to keep cheering hard for them because they're fun to watch. They're playing with energy. They're playing with heart. They're playing great basketball right now, and you love to see it. It's been a long time since we have enjoyed the Sixers playing basketball. A really long time. And VG Edgecombe joining the squad and injecting that youthful energy. Daryl Morey, the guy I've wanted fired for ages, put himself together his best offseason since he joined the Philadelphia 76ers organization. I can't believe I'm saying compliments towards Daryl Morey, but I am. It's crazy. This is Tyrese Maxey's team. But all of this positive that I say, still, all comes down to one thing. And that's, can Joel Embiid stay healthy? It's crazy that it's still Maxey's team. But Joel Embiid is still the driving force that will really mean whether this team is successful or not. It's a really interesting thing. It's really interesting how that plays out, that theory. That it's Maxey's team. But if Joel gets hurt, I don't know if they stand a chance. It is what it is. Again, the Sixers are the favorite in this team, probably because of the injuries that the Magic have sustained. I had a little leftover ziti already for dinner. I got myself a glass of Paisano here. Cheap table red wine. Love it. My favorite go-to wine. First drink I've had since Sunday, actually. The vacation detox, Adam, is over. Back to a glass of wine tonight. We'll save the beer for Sunday. A little wine, a little Sixers action, a little chit-chat. We could talk other things in the chat, too. We could talk Bo Bichette throughout the game. We could talk Eagles. We could talk playoffs. We could talk it all as the game goes on. But my focus is going to be on this Sixers team. And, you know, we brought it up earlier this week on Trending in the AM. And, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. That do the Sixers even need to make a trade? In theory, they need to make a trade if they want to get better, compete, blah, blah, blah. I get that. But would it be acceptable if the Sixers just ran it out all year, as is? Don't move any assets. I'm sitting here thinking about Jarrett McCain and his role on this team. as the team gets and stays healthy. You either got to send them to the G League to play for the Blue Coats, or you could trade them. But do you even risk the asset, the surplus at guard? Do you risk anything this year on this team? Because, again, this team comes down to whether Joel stays healthy or not. And, I mean, he's playing a lot right now. He's playing every game. Seems to be moving better and better each week. Seems to be more and more confident in those knees every week. It's interesting. If we get Bichette, then Bohm is definitely gone. 99.9% sure, yes, Bohm is gone if Bo Bichette comes to the Phillies. But just getting Bo Bichette and letting JT and Bohm go, we're no better. If anything, our lineup is weaker. Very top-heavy, but weaker. Paul George, one bucket away from 19,000 career points tonight. I agree. If I'm the Sixers, unless there's a major injury, and there's only 3.5, almost 4 weeks left till February 5th trade deadline, if I'm the Sixers, I'm letting it go. I'm saving that Clippers pick. I'm not moving that. I'm saving Jarrett McCain in case Grimes goes in the offseason. Then you got his replacement. Realistically, the only moves I am making is if somebody wants Eric Gordon for a second-round pick, or, you know, we've got a little plethora of guys on the back end, Gordon, Lowry, Walker, Justin Edwards. Maybe those guys could get moved if you want to. You eventually have to clear up a roster spot to give Dominic Barlow a real legit contract versus the two-way contract, which he's running out of, options on. You can only play so many more games. At some point, you'll have to give him a contract, which at that point, then you have to get rid of somebody to free up a roster spot on the regular roster versus the two-way roster. I don't know what you do, but I wouldn't be upset if Daryl Morey sat on his hands. This was always going to be a little bit of a transition year. Developing the rookie, turning the reins over to Tyrese Maxey, and going from there. That was always what this season was about. Last 4 games, the three have played 83 minutes together. Oh, those numbers of those 3 guys when they're on the floor the last 4 games. Phenomenal. Something you can build on massively. As long as they stay healthy, as long as they stay out there, as long as they keep playing together. VJ Edgecombe missing the dunk there. A lot of talk of VJ Edgecombe being in the dunk contest. All-Star Weekend maybe this upcoming year. Not a huge fan of that, but are we seeing glimpses of the old Embiid? We are. And every game, we see a little bit more. A little bit more every game of old Embiid. Now, I don't care. He can stay healthy for the next 300 straight games. I'm still always going to worry whether Joel Embiid's going to stay healthy or not. I'll never lose that fear of Joel getting hurt. Ever. It's just not going to happen. That's why I'm just going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy the wild ride. I'm going to enjoy whatever's happening out there on a regular basis. Not going to freak out one way or another, good or bad. Just going to enjoy the wild ride. But if old Embiid, even if he gets to 85, 90% of old Embiid, with the way Maxey's playing with Edgecombe and the rest of this roster, this team is a legit threat in the Eastern Conference. There, I said it. This team is a legit threat in the Eastern Conference if all the check marks, all the boxes stay checked. Now, we got a game on Sunday and Monday, so Joel Embiid's probably going to sit one of the next 2 games after today. But outside of that, the only thing that can stop this Sixers team from being a top 4, top 5 team in the East was keeping Joel Embiid healthy. Makes me want to go down and catch a game this year. How fun they are. Who would have thought bringing back the black Iverson jerseys would have reinvigorated this franchise? Because it has. And it's very interesting to see how it's played out. Anyway, we're moments away from this game kicking off. We'll be ready to rock and roll here and watch this Sixers team in a few minutes here. Make sure the few people that are watching, you've hit the like button and shared it out and subscribe. Vote on the poll question. Will Joel Embiid top 30 points tonight? Everyone's saying yes so far. This is a spur of the moment thing. I don't expect huge views, but I might as well give it a shot. I'm going to watch the game upstairs by myself or watch the game down here with all you. Figure I better watch it down here with you guys. Maybe we gain a little bit of a following here out of it. Why not? It can't hurt. No pain. No hurt by giving it a go tonight. If it don't work out, maybe we give it a quit later. We'll see. Coming back from this timeout here. About time for the opening tip-off here of this game. See the Sixers getting another W here would be great. That'd be 5 of their last 6 if they get the W here tonight. Paolo Banchero is going to be a tough guard. You're going to probably have to see Paul George guarding him with a little bit of Dominic Barlow. Maybe they bring in Bona to guard him as well. That's your toughest matchup tonight. Is Banchero. No Franz Wagner or Jalen Suggs. That makes the game a little easier for the Sixers. These games are scheduled for 7 o'clock, 7:05. It's 7:09. The game hasn't started. I wouldn't have gone live yet. I would have waited a few minutes. Would have jumped the gun and clicked go live till the game was ready to start. I don't really want to small talk. I just want to chat the game. I want to overreact to the game. We're live. We're watching. It's also, I went with the trending in the PM logo. Hey, well, thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. You are the man. That's fun. I was watching the game no matter what, right, Adam? So why not have the computer on live and do this, right? Even if it gains me no subscribers, I'm on as well. Keep the momentum growing. I did a Phillies Bo Bichette video, dropped it, and in an hour, it's got like 85 views. That's fine. It's all part of the grind of building the channel here, right? Eagles 27-17. I have no problem with that prediction. I don't. I'm still sticking to 24-13, but I don't hate that prediction. As long as you're predicting 10-plus points, I think that's all that matters. My man Jason from Fairway to Heaven sent me this text earlier today. Brock Purdy's only been an underdog 4 times in his 51 career starts. He's 0-4 in those games, not just overall, but against the spread. Losing by an average of 12.8 points the 4 times he's been an underdog. It's up to 6-point line now, the Eagles game. So he's an underdog, and he's 0-4 as an underdog. They win by they lose by double digits every time he's an underdog. So the Eagles winning by double digits, I think it's a lock. I might put one of my parlay. I might do a parlay. I always will. On the Sixers game, no, I don't bet basketball. Don't know enough to do that. But I'll have bets on the Eagles game. I'll have a couple parlays. And I might do one of my like crazy parlays and change the line to like 8.5 or 9.5. I'm that confident the Eagles can win by double digits. I might do a 9.5 point spread, alternate spread, and go Eagles. Why not? Maybe sometimes Sunday before the game, I'll go live for like 30 minutes and do like a Eagles parlay builder show. I don't know. We'll see. Can't go live too many times. Y'all get sick of seeing my face. All right. We're ready to get this game underway. Only 12 minutes past 7 o'clock now. Look at that. Kyle Lowry hyping up Jarrett McCain on the bench. VJ Edgecombe. Let's go. Let's see what we got here tonight. Limit turnovers. That's always a key thing. All right, Joel Embiid jumping it up with Wendell Carter here. It looked like a bad jump ball right there. Joel wasn't happy about that. That was way too easy. Back door right there. Way too easy. Still the weakness of the Sixers is their communication on defense. Joel Embiid with a quick three. Little too hard. See, Brown and Barkley scoring at least 2 touchdowns each. Damn. That's bold. That means you got them missing a field goal or something. I say a Hurts rushing touchdown, Hurts pass to AJ and a Saquon touchdown. That's my 3 touchdowns. Getting into the post to Paul George. Maxey gets the free throw. Defensive 3 seconds. Oh, how many times that ball going to roll around the rim and fall in? Finally. I thought that went in. Did that not go in, that free throw? Or are they just not putting it on the board? I thought he made that. It did go in. Okay. Just a little late addition there to the scoreboard. Man. Nobody back on defense there. Something you just got to think about with Joel Embiid. He's got to conserve that energy when he can. No wasted motions. Oh, Max, yeah, it was a good move right there, too. Low percentage, but. You got Barlow and Embiid down there, and the smaller guy gets the rebound. That's the kind of stuff that annoys me. Quick timeout from Nick Nurse and the Sixers here. Down 6-1 in the first 2 minutes of this basketball game. Some really weak defense from the Sixers there to start this game. Obviously, just the free throw for Maxey, and that's it so far. But not a good start. Banchero already with 2 boards and assist for the Magic. Yeah, it is what it is. We'll see who joins the chat tonight. Friday night's a rare thing for me to do a chat, to do a show. If we get any newbies, see some of the old school people that don't come in the morning. We'll see. Nobody shows up. I'm going to drink the wine too quick. Somebody just voted no to Joel Embiid scoring 30. That's a first vote there. I mean, the way it started, it might not happen. But it's really early. Just 2 minutes into the game. Tie. It is aight. Still just got to figure out the defensive side of things. That's why I kind of feel like maybe if they are going to make a trade, the Sixers, it should be for a defensive wing. But it doesn't need to be a star. Just more depth at it. Just a little bit of depth on defense. I don't know if Joel Embiid will ever get back to his defensive self like he used to be. But he might be able to get there offensively. And defensively, he's getting close. There's chess there in Orlando. Why couldn't this game been last week? Seriously. The Sixers in the NBA not thinking of my schedule. I would have been sitting there with my nephew and brother. I don't know the answer to this poll question. 05 Iverson reached the career high points for a game. What did the opponent? I'm assuming the Magic since we're playing the Magic. But I don't know. Not cheating. I'm not Googling it. Not sure. Not sure the answer to the poll question. Tough defensive. They got some long guys on this Magic for a team that's very small like the Sixers. Paul George fouled. Magic really gave up a lot for Desmond Bane in the offseason. Thought it was a lot. He's playing well with them. He's got the Magic playing well. When are the Sixers going to get a bucket finally here? I know they got a couple free throws, but got to get some buckets. Got to see the ball drop into the hoop a few times. Blink, blink, blink. Double doink, triple doink there. All right, 6-3. Paul George gets to 67th all time. Passes Scottie Pippen. Got to 19,000 points now. Balls, soft bounces tonight on the rim. The Phillies signed Bo Bichette. Will it feel like a big trade like Harper was? Maybe not as big as Harper, but pretty close. Problem is, even if they go get Bo Bichette, I mean, they're still in a tough spot lineup-wise. That was a great offensive rebound by Dominic Barlow and putback right there. If they lose Bohm and JT to bring in Bichette, their lineup still stinks. Like, really does. Another bucket there, 10-5. Magic up. Where's the ball moving? Nice little fake there. Nice bucket there by VJ. The fake pass to Joel. Frees himself up to get a quick, easy little floater. Gets back on defense and forces an errant shot. Joel Embiid with the rebound. Nice pass to Barlow. Lays it in. 10-9 ball game. Look at that. Couple buckets start falling. start running. Joel can't run, but, whatever. Well, the rebound for Joel. Joel gets it at the top of the. Oh, that was clean. That was clean. Oh, they called a foul on it? Wow. I got to see a replay on that. I thought he swiped that clean. I'm going to show the VJ bucket again. It's a great little move there. VJ Edgecombe is just so damn good. So much fun to watch. Joel Embiid on the free throw line. First bucket in. We're back to all even. Last 6 games, 28-8, 53, 86, 28-8, 7-7, and 4. That's more than I could have imagined. He's already. Look at that. Money. Money, money. 11-10. Joel Embiid tonight's his 19th game. He only played 19 games last year. I think he just got away with a push-off. All right, slow it down, guys. A little sloppy with the ball there. Barlow tried to get the tip in. He should have just gathered it and went for the dunk. Cooper who? Cooper what? What are we talking about with Cooper? What Cooper are you talking about there? I don't understand that comment, Adam. I don't get the Cooper who comment. Edgecombe for 3. Air ball. Might have clipped the rim. Oh, Cooper flag. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, VJ Edgecombe is playing much better than Cooper Flag, in my opinion. A little bunny floater short on it, but he gets his own rebound. Magic back up. Yeah, VJ Edgecombe over Cooper Flag at this point. Another 3 for Joel. In and out. It's 2 threes, 2 misses. Stop shooting threes, Joel Embiid. Please, I implore you. Go down low and just stay down low. It's all you need. Joel Embiid didn't even try. He kind of like, I'm just going to let him lay that in. I'm not playing that game. 14-11 Magic. Maxey with a deep 3. Bricks it. Almost felt like a forced shot. Joel Embiid with a block, but I think there was a foul. I don't think it's on Joel. I think it's on VJ. Oh, they called it goaltend. Yeah, it's definitely not a goaltend. That's a definite terrible call. Saving the challenge early in the game because you get so few. It's kind of crazy how few challenges you get in an NBA game. Paul George takes it hard to the rim. Comes up short, though. Barlow getting called for the foul. Unnecessary foul call or taken there by him. He didn't need to foul in there. Is what it is. So it's going to be a drumming game tonight. Sometimes it's bonus, sometimes it's drumming. Looks like it's a drumming game tonight. Who else? We got Grimes in there with Maxey, Edgecombe. So we got the small backcourt with Barlow and Drummond in your front court. Nice pass out to Maxey, open 3. Doesn't miss that often. All right. Sixers got that one back there. Another open three for him. Nice rebound by Drummond. That's a man's man put back there by Drummond. Got bumped 3 times and still put it in. No foul called. I love watching Andre Drummond play. Very old school, big-bodied center. Just grabs boards and puts the ball back. Personally, I like him better than Bona at this point. Gets the block, but no help on the back end of that for Drummond. Goes for the block. Nobody there to help him. That you hate to see. Maxey needs to get one to go in. Another miss by Maxey. Maxey is ice cold to start this game. Right now, Tyrese Maxey is 0 for 6, 0 for 7. 0 for 4 from deep, 0 for 7 overall. His only bucket being a free throw. Very weak start for Maxey here. Ice cold to start. That's all right. Keep shooting them, youngie. Young gun. It's okay. Oubre out there for the first time tonight. In there, I'm assuming for VJ. Nope, for Barlow. We're going real small here. Oubre, Grimes, Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, and Drummond. A small team right now. But I like it. Interesting. A nice stop and pull up there. Foul on the floor. Oubre on Bonchero. That's kind of a mismatch. Clean defense from Maxey there on the drive. Got to get Maxey to get one to fall here. He's not afraid to shoot him. Short again. Oubre puts it up. He's short. Well, long on that one. Sixers ice cold here in the first quarter of this game. Ice cold. Money. And Sixers down 22-13 early. Yes. Fairway to Heaven back Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Jason and I breaking down the Sony Open, and we'll be talking a little Brooks Koepka. Applied for reinstatement into the PGA Tour today. Should he be allowed back? Should be fined? Should be suspended? What should be the allowance to let him back to the tour? Air ball. Oubre pushing it. Now that's a goaltend, and they didn't call that a goaltend? Grimes air ball. Rebound. Maxey got his bucket and a 1, but Edgecombe is still down, grabbing his face. Hopefully he's okay. Man, that sucks. Orlando Magic are winning early here. Clearly missed the goaltending there. They're winning early in this game. It's 22-17 early in this game. VJ Edgecombe going back to the locker room after getting poked in the eye. Got to get that eye looked at, obviously. Tyrese Maxey, third in the NBA in scoring. When we drafted Tyrese Maxey, did you think he'd ever be third in the NBA in scoring? God damn, I love seeing it. Love seeing the young bull take over. All right, cut it to 4. 5-0 run for the Sixers here. Shooting 27% from the field, though, early on. That's obviously a big issue. Paul George back out there for the Sixers for VJ Edgecombe. Nice defense from Grimes. 3-on-1 to Maxey to George. Easy layup. It's 18-20, 22-20. All right, Sixers on a little run. Sixers shooting horribly, but they're within 2. Sixers haven't made a three. They're 0 for 10 from three, 7 for 23 overall. Yet somehow they're only down 2. It's pretty good. A couple steals. They got 4 steals already, the Sixers. Sixers have not turned the ball over yet, according to ESPN's box score. That's a good start, good sign there. Sixers got 6 guys that have scored so far tonight. All right. Got to see a 3 or 2 fall down and get the lid off the bucket here. 0 for 10 from 3 is crazy bad. Start to the game, wise. Well, once he drove, he got his first bucket on the drive when Edgecombe got poked in the eye. What's up, Nooms? Hope you're doing well tonight. Hanging out watching some Sixers basketball tonight. Why not, right? If I'm going to watch the game, I might as well watch it with you guys. But they're just shooting terribly to start this game. Their defense hasn't been very good, but the shooting's the bigger issue. Weak side help on defense. Backdoor cuts. Been hampering this team all year, and it hasn't gotten better. It's the one thing that hasn't gotten better. But as they get healthy, as they get more time on the court, like I said, I expect Joel to skip one of the next 2 games because they do a back-to-back Sunday and Monday. That ref got effed up. What? What did I miss? Ref? Who got effed up? What didn't I see there? I didn't see anything happen to a ref. I know the refs have missed a cut. They called a goaltending on Joel when they shouldn't have. Didn't call goaltend on Oubre. Oh, what happened to the ref? They're wheelchairing him off. What the hell happened here? Are they going to show the replay? All right, they look like they are. Non-contact injury. Wow. What happened? Man. Non-contact injury for a ref? Do they have backup refs in the NBA like they do in football? Hamstring, torn ACL, Achilles? It could be anything. Or are they just going to roll with 2 refs now? Yeah, they're just rolling with 2. More good ball movement from the Magic. More bad defense from the Sixers. And on Kelly Oubre's offensive timing off. I mean, he hasn't played in, the other night was his first game in what, a month? He missed 4-6 weeks, Kelly Oubre? It's been a while since he's played. So it's going to take, you're willing to give Jared McCain time. You got to be willing to give Kelly Oubre time. Problem is, you want to play, Oubre's got to play through it. McCain, you don't need to do that. It is. Go figure. The first time I do a live stream this year. First time I do a live stream, and it ain't looking good today. It just doesn't look smooth tonight. What? Soft call on Paul George. What? What do you want, Josh Allen's wasted career? What say you, young wise man? Magic in the bonus. Bead back in. Your Magic are winning. They're up 25-20 right now on the free throw line. Sixers are shooting a whopping 0 for 10 from deep so far tonight. So it is what it is. It's not pretty so far tonight. Not pretty to start. Like they do look like they got bricks in their shoes, it looks like. Got it up and in there, but it was still a little weak sauce right there. Wasn't even great movement there. Oh, man. You make a nice pump fake like that, you got to complete the play. Can't let that one fall short. Here's where Maxey. Oh, nope. He's going to. How do people compare Maxey to all-time greats? They're not comparing him anymore to the all-time greats, mister. Not at all. They did when he was at the height of his career, but he's not at the height of his career anymore. He got away with a travel Desmond Bain there, but whatever. But that's not who he is anymore, Joel. Nice put back. I mean, let's be honest. When Embiid was at his peak, winning MVP, all-pro guy, I mean, he was one of the greatest of all time. The window was too short or too small. Don't like that three from Paul George there. It was fumbling the ball. He should have pulled that down. Like, this is just the ugliest Sixers basketball I've watched in a while. Go figure. When I'm live. And they're still only down 4. They're coming to the close of the first quarter. As bad as it's been. But despite us being 0 for 11, they're 1 for 8 from 3. So nobody's shooting the ball well here tonight. 2 seconds. Nice little move by Oubre. I think even if he got that, they didn't think he got it off in time. Anyway, all right, 28-24. Ugly first quarter for the Sixers here tonight. Guys, make sure you like, you subscribe, you share. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, Paul George has got 6. All 4 other starters got 4, and you got 2 points for Drummond. That's it on the bench. Yes, 0 for 11 from 3, 9 for 31 overall. Shooting overall a grand total of 29%. Not good. Embiid leads the team in rebounds with 4. So does Oubre, got 4. 2 assists for VJ Edgecombe. 4 guys got steals. Magic here in the first quarter. You got Bain leads the team with 8 points. Pendo with 5. They're your top scorers there. Magic length always gives us issues, but no excuse for any. Exactly. And I know it's a bad matchup for the Sixers, but you can't play. They're just not playing good at all. 1 or 2 of those threes get dropped. It's a totally different ballgame. Sometimes you just have an off shooting night. Sometimes there's just an off night. And the first quarter was off. I fully expect Maxey to see 1 3 drop, and then all of a sudden the lid come off. Maxey can heat up really, really quickly without any problems. But the second quarter, we'll see what's next. Thinking right now, we've gone Drummond, Oubre, and Grimes. Watford's still got to see minutes tonight. Maybe Walker, maybe McCain. I don't feel like McCain's going to see himself out of the rotation completely at some point here. Man, I'm really behind. I'm at the end of the first quarter commercial still. ESPN.com says they're 30 seconds, 40 seconds in the second quarter. Interesting. I'm a good 60 seconds behind game action at this point. Interesting. Oh, well. Is what it is. Way behind. I mean, I'm always behind on football, but I don't know if I'm always this far behind. Like, we're just coming out of the first quarter intermission timeout right now. They're still in the commercial showing the highway. Which let me tell you something. Orlando driving absolutely sucks ass. Spending a week in Orlando, trying to get up and down Route 4. Horrible. It's just, it's awful. Can't stand it. Way behind here. All right, at the 10.5-minute mark on ESPN.com. I'm at 11:50. Game on any other channels tonight, or is it just on Comcast tonight? I don't think so. Oh, I just hit a reset on my computer or on my TV. I wonder if I just I wasn't locked. I just went from 11:50 to 10:22 by just refreshing my screen on my TV. All right, so I'm not as far behind now. All right. I don't know what I missed. It just went from 28-24 to 30-26, but I guess I refreshed enough. All right. I think I'm caught up now. Yeah, I think I'm only like 20 seconds behind now. B to the bucket, I guess. Missed free throw. Jared McCain coming on into the basketball game. I really love to see him get his groove back, get his momentum back. He's so nice. Would love to see McCain get a glimpse of what he was like last year. Made one of his 2 free throws. Good to see Edgecombe back out there after taking a bad hit to the face. All right, Maxi's out of the game finally today. Grimes, nice pass. I mean, lowers shoulder into the guy, a little bit of a push off. Would be interesting, but would be a good time. Yeah, this would be a nice time for McCain to drop a couple buckets. Bad rebounding there from the Sixers on the defensive side. Giving the Magic an extra shot. At least they missed that 3. Edgecombe gets it. I think this Sixers team was riding roller coasters all night in Disney World. Yeah, I don't know what they did. They look like they're on the second half of a back-to-back triple overtime game. They look low, slow, and sloppy. I mean, the Magic ain't playing much better, but the Sixers are playing pretty weak sauce right now. Dominic Barlow's your team leader in points right now. I don't say much right there. Barlow's such a good player. We got to clear up a roster. I don't know if you have to clear up a roster spot to do it, but they got to get him on a regular NBA contract. What the hell was that, Joel? Man. This is the worst I've seen Joel Embiid play since like the first or second week of the season. Honestly. Ooh. Came down hard. There we go. Finally got a 3-point basket fall. Yeah, is that what it is? All right. Hey, at least the 3-pointer went down. Now we're only 1 for 13. They're 1 for 11. We're shooting 8%. They're shooting 9%. We're shooting 32 overall. They're shooting 36 overall. And we got a tie ball game. Joel played sloppy tonight. This might have been the night to give Joel a break. Even though only 6 points, 4 rebounds, an assist, 2 turnovers, a steal, and a block. For as bad as he's played, 2 of 7 shooting, I mean, he's still impacting the game at times, good and bad. McCain changed his fingernail polish color. Maybe that will help him shoot. Hey, whatever. Whatever makes it work for the kid. All right? I don't care that the guy paints his fingernails. That don't bother me like it does some. Remind me, I put some Coke cans in the freezer. All right, yeah, good luck with that. That's like the worst cleanup in the world. So don't forget, set an alarm on your phone. That's what my wife would say. That Coke can freezes. You got yourself a mess, bro. Don't do it. Just get some ice. That's a big risk. It's going to be a wasted can of Coke. Just like Josh Allen's career, if you forget. All right, this offense, now that a 3 dropped, I'm expecting the ball to start finding its way through the hoop a little more. I am feeling good about it. Is what it is. You love shouting everybody out in the chat. I see. Who cares? Keep me posted, but who cares? I'm not watching. I'm watching Sixers, not the college playoffs. I could have done a college playoffs live stream, but I'd rather do a Sixers live stream. Desmond Bain putting the moves on down there. Said it when they traded for him. They traded a lot. Let's see. You're not even an OG. Traded a lot for Desmond Bain, but you know what? I respect them going for it. Why not? You're not even part of the original core. All right, McCain, come on. Let's see a bucket fall for you. And instead, he just fumbles the ball, gives it right back. Oh, man. Sloppy, sloppy, sloppy. Up to 6 turnovers now for the Sixers. Time to get Maxey back in there. Edgecombe went up hard. Man, so weak. Grew up watching Barkley and Mahorn fight guys in the early 90s, and this McCain guy's acting like those cheerleaders. Relax. Just because he's got a little flamboyance in him doesn't mean anything. Does not mean anything. I don't know what I'm watching right now. I don't. It's very sloppy, sloppy, sloppy early on here. But Desmond Bain acting like prime Michael Jordan out there on the Sixers defense. I just heard her say wedgie on the TV. Maxey back on the court, which is good. Foul called on the court. Man. 3 minutes for McCain so far. Hasn't taken a shot. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 turnover. Jabari Walker in. Now for the Sixers. Who's he going in for? Barlow. They got to do something. Whenever they double the guy at the ball, there's no rotation on defense whatsoever. 39-31. All right, let's go, Maxie. Get this thing back under control here. I thought McCain was going to shoot that, but he drives, gets the layup and in. Good job by McCain, weaving his way through the defense to get his first bucket of the night. Nice attempt. I don't hate McCain for trying for that steal there. Pickpocket try. No problem with it. Nice job splitting the defense for McCain and getting the layup up and in. Maxey with the steal. And he's up, and he's good. All right. Back-to-back buckets for the Sixers. There we go. They're letting physicality go and call that, yeah. A lot of calls happening right now. Seems like the calls are one-sided, though. Seems like the calls are going one way over the other a lot more. Lot more. Pump fake. He don't even want to shoot the ball, Walker. At least he gets called for a foul there. Walker didn't want nothing to do with that ball right there. It's kind of weird. Kind of bothersome. Yeah. Absolutely a chance. The team that gets the most fouls loses this game, right? Or who makes the most free throws wins this game. Sloppy pass in there from the Magic. Maxey going back to the line, I think. That's fine. I'm okay watching a game of free throws. If that's what it takes. Whatever it takes to win. We know our Sixers can make their free throws. What are they, 9 for 9 so far on threes or free throws? Long, aggressive, young, athletic team is going to be aggressive. Playing physical defense like the 90s, Sixers need to adjust. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if they're playing physical. They're just out hustling them. They're longer and stronger and bigger. Sixers played a lot of small ball tonight. Oh. Drain that three from the corner like that. Just 1 of 15 from 3. Ooh. I hope Drummond's okay. It looked like he hit the back of his head there. He seems to be okay. That was great ball movement to Drummond there. Nice movement there. Zone up now, and now they make a free three. Yeah. Interesting game flow. Very interesting game flow. You ain't stopping Edgecombe when he's going to the basket. All right, so we got some ball movement going on. Such a sloppy game, but yet we're right there. Push it, Maxey. And then they don't call anything there. Drummond can't put it back twice. Man. Not a lot of standing around. Look at all this ball movement here. Right around the horn. Look at that. 48-43 into a timeout here. Not ideal. 15, 10 of 10 from free throw. We're up to 31% overall, though. They're just up to 42%. Man. Oubre's the only player that's gotten to a game that has not scored. He does have 6 rebounds, though. Interesting. Interesting spot right now for this Sixers team. Not playing their best basketball. But you know what? They're hanging in there. Hanging around in a very tough physical game. Yeah. Halftime's coming up shortly. What will we talk about at halftime? I don't know. We'll see. Talk a little Bo Bichette at halftime. Talk a little bit more Eagles football at halftime. Maybe I'll check in on the the semifinal college playoff game. I mean, they're defending it. We're still missing it. We're still shooting like absolute dog trash, Nooms. I mean, good defense or not, 1 for 15 is 1 for 15. It's not good enough. Is what it is. During halftime, I might have to fill up my wine goblet a little bit as well. Mine as well. All right, coming out to the timeout here. Look at Andre Drummond, big dude with his kids there. You gotta love that. All right, let's close this half strong. We will see. What would be the adjustment at this point, though? Is there a different configuration you can go with? Wow. Again, no back end help on defense. What's the adjustment to make here? Or at least he's going to the line, Joel. What's up, Jonathan? Well, I mean, they are 5-1 in their last 6. And obviously, I put the poll question up before the game got started. So we've already beaten the Knicks twice. And the Celtics, while good this year, they're still without Tatum. The Pistons, they're a problem this year, too. But yeah. I mean, they're 5-1 in their last 6. So, or 4-1 in their last 5, something like that. Get Orlando in foul trouble for the rest of the half. Be good. Be smart. Get some free throws to fall because the bucket ain't falling otherwise. Maxey didn't want to take the 3. I don't see Maxey hesitate on an open 3 before, but that was smart. Drive to the rim and get a nice little layup. Nice little hesitation drive. Oh, a nice bucket from Maxey there. Wow. Even when you play good defense, it was the right move. You just don't see Maxey turn down a open 3 often. Even that little jump shot from Embiid ain't falling. Good job by Paul George. Had the steal, absolutely. I don't know how he missed that. Paul was moving a little bit there, but it's all right. Good job taking the charge. Grimes, B gets knocked down. There we go. Another 3 misses, but then they get the rebound. Another driving bucket. It looked like a block to me. It looked like he was still sliding. I'm trying to remember which side of the court it was. Sliding this way on my screen. It looked like he was still sliding. That's my thought. It was a nice Euro by Q. We got multiple Qs in this city now. Still just a 3-point game here with just under a minute to go. How did the Sixers get the ball back? What did the Magic do? Missed that. Paul George for 3. And another one bricks. I just can't buy a 3-point shot tonight. Man. That's Sixers ball. It's got to be Sixers ball there. All right, getting those fouls up there. All right. All right. All right. He made both his free throws, Maxey. We got a 1-point game here with 33 seconds left before halftime. 3 fouls. Yeah, they said whoever that was, it was those third foul, which is good. Get those fouls up, like you said. Nice defense by Paul George there. Wow. And just like that, with 6 seconds left, we got a lead in this game. No matter how bad it's been. Wow. I mean, there's still time for one more shot for them. Don't give up an easy bucket. They gave up an easy bucket. All right. You know what? Despite that last second bucket, 54-53, I'll take that with how this first half of basketball has come out. Maxey with 12. Joel with 10. 6 for Paul George, Dominic Barlow, VJ Edgecombe. 5 for Quentin Grimes. That's your team right there. Barlow does have 3 fouls. No one else is in real foul trouble. Edgecombe's got 2. But on the Magic, you got Carter's got 3 and Bain's got 2. Got to try to get their 2 numbers up a little bit. They've turned it over 10 times to us only 6. That's got to do something there. And that's what happens when you make your free throws. Yeah, exactly. Free throws. I know what you meant. But they definitely ain't making their threes because the Sixers still 1 of 17 from deep. 1 of 17. That's so bad. 33% overall. 18, what's that? 41. 18 of 41. Shooting almost 50% from the floor if you take the threes out. But 100% of their free throws, 14 of 14. And while we're 1 of 17, they're 2 of 16. They're not much better. That's a brutal first half, but the Sixers are right there and still in it. You gotta love it. Gotta love how that first half, how bad it was, and it still played out. All right, right now we got Oregon, Indiana, 7-7 with 7 minutes left in the first quarter. All right, got a little ball game going on there. I don't know where the Chick-fil-A Bowl is, Peach Bowl is played, but got ourselves a ball game down there, assuming somewhere south. Peach Bowl has to be Florida-esque, right? I think it's time to change the poll question. Oh, no, you know what? He's got 10 first half points. Joel Embiid could easily put up 20 in the second half. He could. So we don't have to change the poll question yet. Not yet. All right, I'm going to go refill my drink here. Take a stretch of my legs here before the second half. Be back in just a couple minutes. Do I have a banner? Yeah, we got a banner to put that up there. Sixers watch party. We'll be right back here in just a few moments. I think I could even play a little background. No, not that one. We'll go some rock and roll. We'll put some rock and roll music on the back as they call it rock and roll. Be right back. Ugh. Ugh. All right, back at it. Forgot I put that music on. I got to find that, turn that off. There we go. Back at it for the second half of the Sixers game here. Let me do a little quick promotion here. Remind people I'm live. Natty. Ugh. Come on, man. You're a grown man. It's time to improve. Time to improve your drink choices in life. I mean, I shouldn't talk. I'm drinking Paisano wine out of a goblet. I mean, I guess I don't have room to talk then. But whatever. Us old heads, we like our cheap alcohol, right? Nothing wrong with that, right? They say Maxi's fourth in steals. Third in scoring, fourth in steals for Tyrese Maxey. Love to see it. Love to see it. Dude, I love searching for cheap deals and what. But when it comes to beer, like the lowest bottom shelf beer I can really drink is Miller Lite. And that's like desperation on a golf course or something like that. But man, I can drink cheap wine. I can drink cheap vodka or bourbon, but I can't drink bottom beer. I'm not a high school kid anymore. Can't do it. I wish I could. Can't do it. Drank a lot of Miller Lite on vacation last week because it was around. But man, I can't do it. Not regularly, at least. Uh-oh. For those that care, the Sony Open has released their betting odds on DraftKings. Hot damn. Russell Henley, the favorite, 11-1. Hideki, 17-1. All right, I like that. Kurt Kitayama, 35-1. Defending champ Nick Taylor, 30-1. I hit Nick Taylor at 110-1 at this event last year. Who's 110-1 this year? Anybody I could bet? No. Tony Finau's 100-1. God, he had a bad year last year. Wow. Oh, I love golf season. Golf degenerates are back, baby. Oh, I'm a happy man. See some of these names that are on this here. A very weak field, but I do not care. Aaron Rise in the field. Max Gracerman. Golf is back, baby. I'm a happy man when I see golf lineups ready to be made. See if DraftKings got lineups out yet. See what I could do here. Go. Pricing's out as well. Colin Morikawa in the field. Hideki, Bobby Mack, Spawn, Keegs, Captain America. Well, we got some numbers out here. Oh, I'd love to see it. Got to text Jason right now. I know we're doing a Sixers watch party. My man. Oh, man. All right. Second half about to get underway here. See if it's still 7-7 in the Hoosiers Ducks game. Nope. Indiana's up 14-7 now. Sorry, I'm a little sidetracked by golf content right now because it's golf season officially next week. Little sidetracked despite the Sixers game about to come out of the half here. Might have to go lay a quick bet on the Sony Open right now. You got to give me a second here. Can't let the numbers change. Tony Finau, multi-time winners, 100-1. I mean, he was bad last year, but was he that bad? I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Can't let those odds get better on him. Got to throw in. Can't let that number go to waste on the Sony Open. I got to drop $1 or $2 on Tony Finau, 100-1. Way too good of a golfer. Why can't I find it on there? There it is. Can't allow that to slide there. No way. Got to put a buck on that. Yeah, got to throw something on Tony Finau there. Oh, I'm so excited. Golf is back, baby. Where's Soldier Steve and Jason Sullivan when you need them to talk a little golf with me? Some guys buy a motorcycle when they hit their midlife crisis. I just want to join a golf club. I would love to join a golf club. Or like a men's league or something like that. Just play golf every Tuesday night or something like that, 9 holes. I need to play more golf. Missed it on vacation. I still, right there, it's back there. I broke 100 on vacation for the first time in like a decade. I'm ready to get back out the course after breaking 100. Was it on Friday last week? Could have been even better than the 98 I shot. I mean, there was no foul call on that, but he clearly clipped VJ Edgecombe's arm. Any update if the ref's coming back? If the third ref's coming back out for this game? Paul George gets down low. Nothing. First shot of brick for PG. Good defense from the Sixers there. 24-second shot clock violation for their first possession. That's what we only need to see. Some really good defense from the Sixers team here in the second half. Let's go. Maxey fumbles it. All right, let a little fadeaway baseline jumper fall. 55-54 Sixers up here early in the second half. We've been terrible converting turnovers into points lately. Yeah. I see the football game, Josh Allen's career. 14-7 Indiana. Come on, get the rebound. Come on. Barlow's got it. You going to complete this? And how many times are you going to bobble and fall? Poor Barlow, man. He should have just stopped. No reason for Barlow to try to go coast to coast with two guys to stop him. Not ideal. There you go, Maxey. All right, pump that up to 4 points. Yeah, he's got to stop that Barlow there. That was pretty brutal. Like you can just see, it's like slow motion running too. Biggest lead for the Sixers, 4 points, I think. I don't think they've led more than that. Man, swish. Magic ain't gonna go away in this game. Oh, Maxey made one, so he thinks down and out for Maxey. Dropped one, so he's like, all right, now the buckets are coming off. All right, 60-59. I know. Has there been a foul called in the second half yet? Wow. That was a nice little move there. Nice soft touch by Banchero there. Banchero? I don't even know how to say it. Joe Embiid with some bully ball. All right, that was a fourth foul on Wendell Carter there. That's good. Look at this move from Banchero. Oh, that wasn't the play, actually, that I was talking about. Maxey out to Barlow for three. Rick. Barlow, everything we wanted from Matisse Thybulle. Zero prayer or ability to play Joe. No, he doesn't. But he should be feeding Joe the ball in the post. Get him out of the game. Paul George blocked, but gets his own rebound, puts it in, back up on top. They're not. I haven't seen as much doubling of Joel, period, this year because teams aren't respecting him like he used to. So let him. Look at that. That was a nice little. Paolo's a good player, man. He really is. Wasn't fond of him coming out. Was it Duke or Kentucky? A brick from Maxey. Sixers stream, but all I want to do, Steve, is look at golf numbers. All I care about is the golf numbers. Just want the golf. I can't believe they didn't call an offensive foul on Joe. Oh, why has he got to do the dance? Well, you really want to donate $10K to the league for that? Don't do the dance and send me 5. Oh, man. 12-6 for Embiid so far, with a chance for another point here on the free throw. And he made it, knocked it down. 65-63. I haven't noticed it as drastic as it has been before. Years past, it was like instantaneous and nonstop. VJ's wide open. He missed it. Getting Joel the ball again. Nice defense. Oh! Joel's going to sell it. He's fine. Joel's selling it on the ground. Stretch those knees. Make sure they're okay. Couldn't be more obvious to play down low. I know, exactly. Joel Embiid doesn't know wrestling is fake, and no one wants to tell him. That is true. That is true. Very true. Very, very true. All right, guys. That's kind of hard. That was a harder fall than I thought on his hip, on his left hip. I like VJ coming over and getting in the VJ. I didn't see that at first. I was looking at Joel on the ground. VJ Edgecombe standing up for Joel Embiid there. A little shove to the guy on the Magic there. All right, I see that, young bull. That gives me a little Jimmy Butler vibe. Little Jimmy Butler vibe from him there. I'll take that. I'll take it. Doubling Maxey more tonight. With their size and length, it's got to make it hard for Maxey to get those buckets, obviously. Let's see. But he is up to 17 points, Maxey. At the 2 for 20. We made the 1-3 this quarter. That's something right there. Maxey 17 and Embiid 13. Maxey wouldn't do that. He's always smiling. Maxey is a smile, happy-go-lucky kid. He ain't a kid anymore. But you know what I mean. It's great to see Maxey have his spark and smile back. Caught our asses off guard early in the game, at least. Now we're kind of taking over a little bit here in the end of the second, beginning of the third. I still think that I know the poll question is 50-50. Will Joel get to 30? Not likely. But he's going to get a lot closer than we realize. He's starting to feel it as well in this game. Which commercial do you hate? I wasn't paying attention to commercials. I was responding to Steven Fuentes texting me about golf stuff, you know? Golf is way more important right now. All right, Joel on the line. He's knocked out a couple free throws, JoJo. Only 1 for 2 for Joel from the line. First missed free throw to my knowledge from the Sixers tonight. Got to make your free throws. 3-point game here. More good defense. Nice steal. I don't give it to Barlow. Here goes Barlow into the hoop again. That dude falls so hard. He needs to control his body some. Dude's going to decapitate himself. Oh, he's limping a little bit too. Oh, but you got to fix the dude a little bit too. Dude falls so hard every time. But I love the energy. Got to make your free throw. That one Joel free throw miss. Hope didn't put a lid on the bucket there. Look at that. 9 and 7. 1 point, 3 boards from a double-double for Dominic Barlow here tonight. Look at the difference in free throws. 19 and 9. And another rebound for Barlow. Are they going to call him over the top there? Wow. I do expect them to miss free throws too. I get it. Like there was a little travel there. Boom. Knocked that down. George for 3. Short. Barlow with the rebound. Right back to George. Yep. Get him the ball down low in the post. Look at the moves he's putting down there. That was too easy for Joel. They can't stop him down there. Just put him that. That was so easy. Just do that all the time. Kid can shoot. That's for sure. Good defense. Steal, Maxey. Up, fed in. Up 5 now, the Sixers. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Look at that. Look at that. Short on it. Rebound, Edgecombe. Up ahead. Another dunk for Barlow. And now we're up 7. Yeah, that's what, 11 and 8 for Barlow now tonight? So simple. It sounds so simple. More defense. Joel picks up Maxey's steal. Joel gets the ball down low again. I don't even know who's on him. Is that Isaac? I don't even know. I mean, they're all over Joel on that post up right there. I'm sure you could have called a foul on that one. All over him there. All right. They ended that little burst from the Sixers there. Still up 5 though. Maxey hesitated. He almost went for 3 there. 7 seconds left. I do not like Joel at the top here. Call a foul on George? Yeah, they did call that on George. Yeah, long, lanky guy. Look at Barlow. I love his facial expressions. Dominic Barlow, too. Love it. Kid is fun. You'll never get less than 100% effort from that kid. Ever. All right, now they're getting their run going here, the Magic. Got to get a bucket down the court here. All right, Sixers called a timeout there. Good timeout, yeah. It was absolutely. Sorry, more golf text messages coming through. Sorry, can't help it, Nooms. It started out as the Me and Adam show, and now it's the Me and the Nooms show with a little Mista sprinkled in. But, golf, Jason and Steven, I can't help myself. Buried Heaven, Tuesday, 9 p.m. Can't help myself. All right. Let's check into this box score in this timeout. Embiid's up to 16. Maxi's at 19. 16 and 7 for Embiid. Not bad. Not bad at all. Do they go? I mean, I haven't seen if Drummond came on yet because I'm still in the timeout. Maybe they go Bona in the second half? Probably not. Drummond had his way. I don't know what they do in this second half here with Embiid off the court. As I said in the pre-part of the show, pre-game, before you joined, that despite this being Maxi's team, it still rolls through Joel Embiid. Oh, man. Exhausted here tonight. Actually, that's a good idea. Turn my alarm off. No morning show tomorrow. Don't need my alarm on tomorrow morning. Who made that three? Was that Maxi hitting that? 75-70. Maxi crosses a 20-point threshold again tonight. It is Drummond out there. You got Grimes and Oubre. Nice little roll there. All right, Maxi's starting to warm up a little bit here. Well, heat up a little bit here. 77-72. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Another three for Banchero. Not his shot. That was nice defense by Grimes. I think it was Grimes punched that ball away. Was that Grimes that punched that ball away? Maxi is heating up. He's feeling it. He wants that ball. Oh, he's feeling it. Oh, Maxi from way down. Oh, he's feeling it. That is Allen Iverson heat up. That's what was it? NBA Jam. He's on fire. I wish I had that sound effect queued up. He's on fire. 100%. Up to 26 points now. Boom, like that. Wow. Maxey. Needed that right. Wow. Gotta love to see it. Maxey is so good. Like, when we drafted Maxey, I liked his potential. First couple of years of Maxey, I liked the kid. Knew there was something there. But, man, last year he started to lose that spark before he got hurt. Got frustrated a little too frequently. Like, Maxey, an MVP candidate, was never on my radar. Nice defense by Walker there. Getting in the passing lane. Never thought Tyrese Maxey would be talked about as an MVP, lead the league in scoring type player. Never thought of that. But here we are, talking that. Man, just got that off just in time. Magic ain't going to go away easy here in this game. What's Drummond doing sitting out there? I know he made a couple threes. There was some questionable referee in there on Andre Drummond, but we'll let it play out. We'll let it go. We ain't going to complain. $81.74 here. Man. Isaac gets up, man. Gets up. Isaac looks like he needs to put on like 20 pounds of muscle. Drummond out and Embiid back in. George coming back in as well for the final 30 seconds. Yeah, I don't know a hell of a lot about him. I don't know how with Franz Wagner and Suggs out. A couple guys I don't really know very well from this game. Jonathan Isaac, I feel like, has been around for a while though. Yeah, I love it. It's the way it works, right? Getting the ball to Joel. Oh, he's got that right there. Another trip to the line for Joel Embiid here. Oh, I really didn't shift everything around for this live stream here. Kind of watching this at an angle here. You know this game was going to play out like this. It is. It really is. It's kind of scary. I'm not trying to get my hopes up for this season. But the kid's starting to play pretty close to not prime Joel, but close to prime Joel. He really is. He's a little hesitant defensively speaking still. Little hesitant defensively still. But offensively, he's getting it. Never will stop fearing him, though, going to the floor. Every time he takes a hit, for the rest of his career, I'm going to be scared. Every time. 16-5-4. Desmond Bane was a good, expensive, but good pickup for them. Paying dividends for this team. Yeah, that was a terrible. I think it's been about 47 and a half years since the Sixers could run an inbound play successfully. Honestly. We got ourselves a 4-point game. Headed into the fourth quarter here. Love it. Love it. Love it. Gotta love it. But as they say, or as Mark Zumoff used to say, hang on. Fourth quarter's underway. We're coming in for a landing. All right, third quarter. Joel's up to 18-7. Maxey 26-1-1. Not bad. 3 steals for Maxey. Let's see Edgecombe get a little bit more involved. 6 points, 7 rebounds, 6. He's 4 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He ain't going to get a triple-double, but solid numbers for him. Starters playing a lot of minutes in this game. George, a quieter night. Bad shoot. Everybody's shooting bad, so I guess we'll let that slide. 8 points for him, 5 rebounds, 2 steals. I want to believe we rise to a 10-point win, but it's hard to tell on the road. Just so you know, they were 3.5-point favorites in this game at the start of the game. So the league thought, like the bettors thought we were going to win this game on the road, being 3.5-point favorites to a team like the Magic. That's pretty solid. 21-7, just under 5 minutes left in the half. Indiana up on the Oregon Ducks. Not too bad. Let's see how that young quarterback for the Hoosiers are doing. Let's see. Fernando Mendoza. 4-5, 41 yards, a touchdown. That's it. Oh, where are the touchdowns coming from? They've only got 93 offensive yards in the first half, and they're up 21-7. Interesting. I'll put that on after the Sixers game. Watch a little basketball or football. I'll give college football a try. Serious, if I didn't have family dinner tomorrow night at Longwood Gardens, I'd be live streaming all the football games tomorrow. Lost the first quarter, won the second and third. We struggled in the third quarter. We took the lead in the third quarter and didn't let it slip away. Credit where credit's due. Third quarter struggles kind of got cleaned up. I can't wait. Marshawn, what's up? Watch a little Sixers basketball tonight. But we could talk anything. We could talk football, baseball, basketball, Canadian financial situation, whatever. But I'm ready for the playoffs, Marshawn. Without a doubt. Okay? I need some playoff football. I need it in my veins. That's right. I need to line that shit up and knock it down. Nice block. Did they call a foul on George there? That looked like a clean block. I hate that you're in Canada and can't see what we're seeing on the screens here. Where was the foul? Drummond got on the rebound. I see the foul. Thought they were calling the foul on George on the shot. That was on the rebound attempt. Got it. On Drummond. Understood. I don't know what's going on, Canada. I used to always call Canada Canada to my Canadian friends. That might be where my mispronunciation of names happened. That I started as a joke. Nice put back by George there. All right, up 5 now. Or 6 now. Can't do basic math here. Bo did not sign yet. But he's coming to town on Monday. I did a little video talking about it. Nice block by Kelly Oubre. Blame everything. Yeah, exactly. I mean, nothing really good ever came out of Canada. I mean, I don't know about that. I've had some good times in Canada. I got some good friends in Canada. Love Vancouver. Love Victoria. But that's both in British Columbia. Yeah, PJ. He's coming in Monday. Monday's the meeting. I don't know when he's coming to town, but the meeting with the organization is scheduled for Monday per all reports that I have. All right. Look at Paul George getting another bucket. I love Canada. I've done multiple trips down the St. Lawrence River. My best friend lives in the outskirts of Toronto, or one of my best friends. Love Vancouver. Spent multiple nights in Vancouver. Victoria was a regular stop on my cruise ship. Love it. I don't know where Tucker signs. I wish it was in Philly. I hope it's in Philly still, even though it's not going to happen. But yeah, I mean, the fact that he's still, I brought this up. I did a quick video on Bo Bichette. I don't know if you'll see it under the videos tab on my channel, Marshawn. Maybe it's just a weak free agent class that's being overhyped. So these guys, because like Kyle Tucker's a great player. Great player. But is he worth the $400 million that he wants? Probably not. And I think that's the thing. I was doing some research on Bo Bichette for my show. Like, he wants to be paid Corey Seager $325 million money. But is he really more like a Willie Adams or Adams or whatever you say his name, who got 187? I don't remember which town he lives in. I'd have to find his Facebook page if he hasn't deleted it. We talk through Messenger all the time. Give me a second. I'll find him right now. Him and his wife just split up, so I don't even know. Give me a second here. I'll find it. I'll have that answer for you before the end of the Sixers game. I'll have it eventually. Right now, he's living, according to his Facebook page. I don't know if that's before him and his wife got divorced later in 2025, but he lives in London. Pretty close to Detroit, honestly. London is where he's listed on Facebook right now. Is it always this slow in MLB? No, it's not. But there's a pending lockout coming soon, and I guarantee that pending lockout is making teams scared, because the big theory from owners or from reporters is that there's going to be an attempt at a salary cap. Maybe they're a little scared of that. PG's playing great here in the start of the fourth quarter. End of the third, beginning of the fourth, George is all of a sudden, he went from 80s up to 14, 15 points now. Good for him. So is London anywhere near you? I looked it up. London is like just north of Detroit, across the border. Pending lockouts. No. See, almost sacks don't turn into sacks all the time. pending lockout, it's going to turn into – there's definitely going to be a lockout in baseball and basketball when their agreements are up. I guarantee that. No doubt about that. Sixers have slowly climbed to a 9-point lead here. Yeah, I don't know how they would compete. I don't even know how you would institute it. I don't think it would happen. I do not see the salary cap happening, but I know owners want it to happen. I know baseball wants it to happen. The players will never agree to it. They'll throw an entire season out the door. They called that a foul? What the fuck is that? His foot was out of bounds. That was a terrible call. That's true. That's true. Of course, George was out, but can't say the other guy was out. Can't forget they're down a ref in this game as well. I'm still waiting for the ref to pull a Paul George and run back out on the court. You never know. Eagles are top 10 in sacks and takeaways. Somehow, I'm not sure how, but somehow they are. 8 minutes and we will be in a penalty. Ugh. Fouls have been pretty heavy. Let's see here. We got three guys with three fouls in this game. That wasn't over the top of the back of Drummond there? All right. I'm glad they called that. About time. When Bryce Huff is your leading sack getter, you got a problem. It is crazy to think about that, Marshawn. It is. But you know what? I don't care about week 5. I care about the playoffs. And right now in the playoffs, Eagles are ready to line that shit up. We got a double-digit lead here. Missed 13 or 14 straight three-pointers to start the game. We are up 92-81 over the shorthanded Orlando Magic. Richard Sherman loves the Niners' chances on – who? Who's Richard Sherman? Was he relevant since the Clinton administration? Might be a little sarcastic on that, but still, seriously. When was the last time Richard Sherman was even remotely relevant? Glad I've done this live stream. Didn't get any new subscribers, but I'm having fun hanging out with you guys. Don't forget Sunday, we'll be live for the game. I honestly cannot remember if I've ever even seen him do analysis. I'm not sure. Anytime this year. I don't know who he works for either. No, we don't talk politics. Sometimes I like to use a presidential term as a reference on a sports joke. So which game nooms does he miss? Because Sunday, Monday, there's back-to-back. So they go Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. They got games 3 out of 4 days. Sunday, Monday, they're off Tuesday, they play Wednesday. When do they sit you out? Personally, I play them Sunday, sit them Monday. Get a Monday and Tuesday off. That's the way I would do it. But what would you do? It works on Prime. Unless I'm absolutely required to, I don't turn Prime on. It's just too much of a hassle. I'm waiting for the next Jack Reacher to come out on that, but that's it. Joel is playing borderline, may I scarily say, almost to his, not MVP level, but pretty close. He's got 18 and 7 tonight. He's played 25 minutes, 2 assists, a steal. He's a +3. Defense, he's still got some work to do defensively. But offensively speaking, Joel Embiid is borderline getting close to form. He's going to come into this game pretty soon here, unless it becomes a blowout here. He's going to come back into this game. Right now, Joel, like I said, 18. Maxi's 26, 1-1. Barlow, 11 and 8. George, 14-8. VJ Edgecombe, quiet night tonight. 6-8-7. Leading scorer on the bench is Andre Drummond with 7-6. Kelly Oubre has not scored, but he's got 6 rebounds in 13 minutes. Quentin Grimes got 6 points. 10 turnovers for the Sixers. 10 turnovers, but they've got 11 steals on the game. So that's where you're at right now. Maybe he can get 70 versus Wemby again. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm just mad that the Sixers are playing here in Orlando tonight when I spent a week in Orlando last week. I couldn't have spent last week. I guarantee we would have been at that game. Another brick, Drummond, another board. All right, let's go. I knew the answer was going to be Orlando to the question. I didn't know it was going to be 60 points. George dribble, pull up. Money! 13-point lead, 94-81. Another bucket from Paul George. VJ's not playing like shit. He's played actually really well. Really good defense tonight. Rebounds, assists. He got poked in the eye and had to go back to the locker room for a little while tonight. I don't know what, but at least he came back. Another almost steal by the defense, by the Sixers. Thought they had that, but they threw it away anyway. Careless turnover by the Magic. Sixers get the ball back. And man, we don't need Joel Embiid back this game. Look at that. Paul George, that dribble, pull up, Jay. That was money. That was money shot right there for him. It's a 27. We got the Clippers prime pick. All right. George from way downtown. I think it's a 27 Clippers pick that we've got. And that's going to be real prime. That's going to be a money draft pick right there. All defensive wing lineup. Hey, I'm fine with that. We got a lot of good defensive players. I think we're a little undersized, a little bit undersized. I got a drink. Paisano. For those that don't know, Paisano is just cheap-ass Italian table wine. It's my first drink since vacation. I haven't had a drink since Sunday. VJ, PG, Kelly Oubre, Stiefel. That's a really good defensive lineup right there. All right, Joel coming back with 6.5 minutes left in the game. Oh, I forgot about it. See, I wasn't even thinking about the pick swaps. Good pull. Good pull, Marshawn. I was just thinking about the pick we get. Salute. Pick swaps are important too. Absolutely. We don't have a first-round pick this year. We'll lose that to the Thunder. But that's okay because we got VJ Edgecombe for that. Joel posting up. Fadeaway baseline jumper, money. That's what when Joel Embiid's fading away on the baseline for money like that, confidently, he's feeling it. It's been over 4 minutes since the Magic made a bucket from the field. Offensive foul going the Sixers' way. 13 up. Joel Hans Embiid. Yeah, they should be. I mean, did the OKC do anything different that the Sixers did? No, other than they didn't monitor. They didn't put it on. They didn't put Tankathon on a T-shirt. 5 fouls on Wendell Carter now. They've bullied him all night long. No, 5. They didn't call that last one. They said he was. They said he was out, I think. Oh. Joel got a little too fancy with that one. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. They're normally a good shooting team. But the lid has been on the bucket there. For sure. It's not like the Magic are much better. The Magic are 15%, 4 of 26, K1. Nobody's shooting good from deep tonight. Yeah. Where did he play originally? I'm having trouble remembering. Where did he originally get drafted? But he's not been good. Time to get him beat on the bench with this lead. I don't know. Not yet. Soon, but not yet. Again, I think he plays Sunday, takes Monday off, then he'll play Wednesday. Grimes from down. That was an ugly, ugly shot. Play low. They did so far. Let's not call this game over. The Magic are a good team. Shorthanded, but good. Man, I mean, I was having this conversation with my nephew on vacation, trying to explain to him Penny Hardaway, Grant Hill, and Tracy McGrady, and where those teams and those players' careers would be described in the all-time, ranks if they didn't have injuries hamper their careers. Yeah, that Grimes 3 wasn't necessary. Oh, the Penny commercials were elite. I loved the Penny commercials. Loved them. Were they Sprite or 7-Up? The puppet commercials? They were back in the 90s. There were so many good commercials. You had the Penny commercials. You had the Grandmama with Larry Johnson, LJ. You had some elite commercial, like recurring commercials back in the day. What was that? Would that have been a 6 fail? I don't know. Magic was so close to signing Tim Duncan, but Glenn Rivers had to mess it up. I mean, go figure. Glenn Rivers messing something up? Really? I didn't know that ever happened in life. I didn't know Glenn Rivers messed things up. I guess so. Glad y'all coming in late to the program here tonight. Nice to see y'all chiming in here now. Before it was just me and Nooms chatting amongst ourselves. I was reading comments. I didn't even see it. I didn't even see what the foul was on Barlow there. Could have used that challenge earlier in the game on the Embiid goaltend that wasn't a goaltend. Or on the goaltend that wasn't called. It was basically me and Adam for the first 20 minutes of the stream, and then from 20 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes of the stream, just me and Nooms. I've never heard that story, but that's hilarious. Yeah, it's exactly what he said. Like, that's really crazy. It's ridiculous. You both typed the same thing up at the same time on that one. It's crazy. Could you imagine having a chance to get Tim Duncan and say no to that? Like, really? Ridiculous. Ludicrous. Insanity. All right, we got 5 minutes, 18 seconds left. Sixers up 11 here. Look at that. Nice tip from Barlow to Maxey. Pulls it out. Nice job. All right, Joel, settle this down. Let's run some clock off. Edgecombe, open 3 from the top, and he barely bricked the front of the rim there. Wow. The 3-point shot just ain't there tonight, guys. I give him credit for not giving up on it, but man, the shooting is just not there for either team. Another rebound for Edgecombe. T-Mac, Tim, and Grant Hill in Orlando would have, oh my God, it would have been disgusting. Could you imagine that? I don't know if it's bad. I mean, don't be jab step bucket. Was that bad basketball? Joel Embiid with the jab step pull up from 10? That wasn't bad basketball. Yeah, I mean, VJ's better in the clutch moments. Put a hand in his face, VJ makes it. When there's no one in his face, that was an ugly shot by Paolo there. VJ needs pressure in his face to make the bucket. They don't like the open shot. VJ's got a flair for the dramatics like that. Get the ball to Joel again in the post. You ain't stopping him. He got past him so easily. But passed it out to Maxey for 3 money. All right. 16-point lead. You know what? But the clutch shooting matters. Maxey just drained a bucket. Up to 29 for him. Wow. Maxey 29, Embiid 22. VJ 6 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Paul George 18 and 9. Barlow 1 rebound shy of a double-double. Interesting. That's right. You put the mush on it, right? First 200 always. Yeah, I mean it's always an important one in these kind of games. 3.5 minutes left in this game here. Can the Sixers hold on? I think so. What's going on here? Pulling Barlow out for the final 3.5 to get George in there. The 3 guards, George and Embiid. Got Maxey, Edgecombe, Grimes, George and Embiid for the final 3. I'd actually keep Barlow out there over Grimes, honestly. I'd go with the starting 5 here in the final 3 minutes. They got Paolo on Maxey. Oh, man. Number 93 just stripped it right out of Joel Embiid's pocket. Baines, man. Nice layup there. Cut that lead to 12. Magic not going away quietly here, as I said they would not. You knew they weren't going to just sink away there. Sink away. They're hanging in there. New Orleans, California. You still haven't answered me, Marshawn. If you're anywhere near London, what's it, London at Ontario, Canada? Not too far from Toronto. Where's that at? My buddy's got a grilled cheese food truck up there in London area. Yeah, I mean, I'd be pissed too if I was Nick Nurse. Letting them hang around. Don't need them hanging around like this. London on a map looks really close to Toronto. That's why I always say Toronto. Maybe London's not close to Toronto. Or maybe you're on the other side of Toronto. I honestly don't know where you live. But I got friends all over Canada. Let's see where my main man, my realtor buddy lives. That lives in Canada. John. Let's see which town John lives in. I mean, it's like fancy grilled cheeses and gourmet. My other buddy John lives in Whitby, from Oshawa, but lives in Whitby now. Let's see where Mark lives. Then I got Mark, who lives in Ottawa, Ontario. I guess everybody I know lives in Ontario area. Absolutely. And this is what I said from the start of the season. If Paul George can accept this role, then Paul George isn't he's overpaid, but you can accept his overpaid, bloated contract if he plays a game like tonight. A little burst on offense. He had like 5-6 points. And play great defense. I don't know. My man John, he's a real big time realtor out there in Whitby. Obviously, my boy with his food truck in London. Seems like all the cruise. I didn't realize all the cruise ship people, except for Miko, who lives in Vancouver, all live in the same region of Toronto, outskirts of Toronto. Is like London and Whitby. Is that like the suburbs of Philly, or is it too far from Toronto to be considered the suburbs of Toronto. Paul George going to the hoop. Easy bucket. There you go. Paul George. Silence that magic run. Back up 14. Less than 3 minutes to play in this game. Tight D. Joel on Desmond Bain. Ugh. And he made the bucket on that. Joel's not fast enough. Joel used to love to cover guards, and I was okay with it. He's just not fast enough for it anymore. Good job taking that back out there, Maxie. No need for quick buckets. What a take by, it was a great take by Paul George. The Clippers want to trade Kawhi for PG and Oubre. Would you do it? No, I don't want. Somebody told me Kawhi's been playing better lately. Oubre is a trade chip for me. McCain is a trade chip for me as well. Who? Reggie Theus? Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay. We talked about it on the morning show. Was it yesterday? I'm okay if the Sixers make no trades. Save all assets and just run it out. Unless a major injury, God forbid, happened. Just run it out with what you got. I have no problem with that. Joel with a huge block late here in the final 2 minutes. I love this comment from you, Steve. Are the vibes too high in the Sixers locker room to even make a trade? I think it's a great comment. They're playing well together. They love each other. Man, I love the comment. And I don't know the answer to it. But you might be onto something here. Don't mess with it. They're all trade chips. And Gordon is a trade chip because it's an expiring contract. Oubre, we were winning without Oubre. We're winning with him too, but whatever. And McCain's an extra right now, but you got to remember that Grimes is on a one-year deal. You might lose Grimes after this year. Maybe there's an argument to be made that if Grimes can, or if Oubre, or if McCain can get his shot back, I mean Oubre. I think Grimes has got a no trade clause though. Actually, never mind. Hey, Pat Bev, man. Don't knock Pat Bev. Zero reason to get to make a trade. Absolutely. There's a lot of Philly people in Orlando this time of year. That's probably why. A lot of transplants of Philly down there. And also, I mean, based off of the airports I flew in and out of, a lot of people going to Orlando. Even with the holiday season over. That looked like a clean block, honestly. Yeah, good overturn. It's a clean block. Philly Mafia, that's true. That's true. I shouldn't answer that question. I plead the fifth on that. 9:23 tonight. Less than 2 minutes left in this game. That's easy. I can still get a good night's sleep tonight. Yeah, this was when I did my my Phillies video earlier today. Totally forgot to bring this up. But goddamn, who would have thought Max Kepler was a steroid user? All right, we just watched something on Netflix this week. What was it called? Runaway. Okay? Runaway on Netflix. Entertaining. Will keep you on the edge of your seat. Really fun show to watch. But there are so many twists and turns in it. I'd almost say there's too many twists and turns in it. If that makes sense. It was based off of a novel. Never read the book, but really good cast in it. But there were just so many damn twists and turns that it was almost too many. But you should give it a shot. It's an 8-episode miniseries, Runaway, on Netflix. I'd recommend watching it. My son freaking asked me about the NLDS if he was juiced. I kid you not. Interesting. I mean, smart kid. Who would have thought that Max Kepler was on the roids? Was on the cream and the clear? Who would have thought that? Is the cream and the clear still a thing? I think I named a fantasy baseball team once the cream and the clear. Or the clear and the cream. I don't know. Brick City. 45 seconds left. Up 12. This ball game is basically over. Sixers are getting the W down in Orlando. The Sixers are officially 1-0. When I do a watch party this year, Joel Embiid wants the ball. What's he going to do with 4 seconds left? I thought he was going to take a half-court shot. Kepler was on cheap starts because his performance late in the season did get enhanced actually. Where he was early to where he finished, big difference. It's got to suck to get steroid suspension when you're a free agent. Like, could you imagine that? It sucks so much. Huge win, Tommy P. What's up? How you doing? Clap your hands, everybody. That's right. Play the song. Play the damn freaking song. Our first Twitter commenter of the night. Love to see it. Random thought that I don't know if anyone asked in the morning shows this week, but the Tank not getting any runs in the fourth because he got pulled because he maybe. We'll see on Sunday. Time will tell. Play the damn song. All right, let's start this off. We got one win this weekend. Do the Flyers play tomorrow? How many wins can Philadelphia get this weekend? Sixers win by 12, 103, 91, powering down the TV for the night. Gotta love it. Joel didn't get to 30. We didn't gain any new subscribers, but fun night here on the watch party. I mean, it doesn't have to end. I still got a couple sips of wine left here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 76ers. Yeah. You know what I always wonder what happened? You guys aren't Twitters, right? Twitter people. But there was this girl during COVID, this young girl, that after every Sixers game when they're like in the bubble and all, she'd play, after every win, she'd play a song and record it on the piano. Sixers, Susan, Sixers something. And then for some reason, because the internet and Twitter is full of ass twats, she got bullied and she quit doing it. She's got to be in college by now. I wonder whatever happened to her. Yeah, time to go. I'm going to start building my model on Fantasy National as soon as I get off the air here. String 5 more together to get that Denver taste out of our mouth. I know. That Denver loss, man. Brutal. Brutal. With all those guys missing from that game, brutal loss. But you know what? It's a good win for our Sixers. I'm going to wrap this up. This is 2 hours and 40 minutes here. An hour and 40 on the morning show. I did 20 minutes on Phillies talk today. Like almost 5 hours of content on this channel tonight. Damn. I'm still stuck at 963. What's up with that? Anyway, we're going to wrap this up, guys. I'll see you guys all on Sunday for Eagles, Niners, playoff football. Y'all be good tonight. Bubbles up to y'all.